Welcome back, everyone. The 2025 season has officially concluded here at Stafford Speedway. We had our final event this past weekend, the motorcycle swap meet. It was a good event. Weather was good, people came out, vendors. Overall, a good motorcycle swap meet. If you came out to an event this year, you saw the big Manafort Brothers TickMike.com billboard that we put up in the previous off season. Well, this year we're putting up 3 more of these billboards, and that's what these 32-foot poles are gonna. And that's what these 32-foot poles are for. USNE Power, who has an auger drill and able to maneuver these poles, is coming out in a couple days to install these. But before they do, we have to take down all of these smaller billboards, the previous billboards. We're taking down the Hummel Hot Dog, Stafford Sand and Gravel, USNE Power, HMS Motorsports, and the Environmental Service billboard to put up these new 32-foot long double-decker billboards. So all of these ones that are coming down will be going back up, but in different locations. And these new billboards are giving us the opportunity to have about 5 extra areas for new businesses to come on board here at Stafford Speedway. So we're excited to get these up. Before we get to work taking down these existing billboards, I'm going to take you guys over to Seeking Speedway, where we competed in our final race of 2025. Not only did we finish out the 2025 season here at Stafford Speedway, we also finished out our 2025 race season over at Seekonk Speedway and the USNE Power Haunted 125. So let's head on over to Seekonk Speedway and take you guys through the race day. Welcome back, everyone. We are here at Seekonk Speedway, the Concrete Palace here in Seekonk, Massachusetts, for the final race of 2025 for us. Racing today here at Seekonk Speedway in the USNE Power Haunted 100, part of the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series. Really excited to get back out on track here. Just walking around the facility. Usually I do the track walk out on track, but wanted to check out this side of the stands. It looks like they're doing quite a few improvements here, even from the last Wednesday show that we did. They got a new big garage building, maybe a new tech barn. I don't know, that's a pretty big building, like 12 feet, 20 feet tall. So they got a new building right there behind us. This bridge last time wasn't finished up. Got some new asphalt down. That looks looking pretty good. But we're out here, practice yesterday. It went fairly well. Actually had speed. We had problems first round. Right when we unloaded, we fired up the car and the fuel pump started shooting fuel out the side of it. I think the diaphragm blew out. Yeah, I'm pretty much an engine builder now that we fixed it. So we got that fixed, went out for practice a couple times, learned about the car, and it was really good. So we're excited about today. Wow, they actually, what's going on down here? They got some new electrical pipe. Let me go check this out. These are steep stairs. They got a lot of, wow. Check that out, they got a whole bunch of new electrical conduit going on here. Interesting. What is that going to? Oh, some new speakers up top. JBLs? What are those? So a lot of infrastructure updates around here at Seekonk Speedway. This track's awesome. I love this place. Yeah, they got some JBLs up there. So the old speakers, just typical horns to the new speakers. That's pretty cool. Not sure, they don't look like they're hooked up yet. They're just hanging up there. Maybe they're hooked up. Can't really tell. But like I said, we practiced yesterday. Went out about 5 times on some old tires, just trying out a new setup in the car, and it turned out it was going really well. So practice starts up here in a little bit. The driver's meeting is, yeah, they said 10 minutes about 10 minutes ago, so I should probably go over there. But I'm pretty busy right now doing a lot of stuff. I really like this track. This is a fun place to race at. They just had their last enduro show, the thrill show, where they put the pumpkins in the infield right there. Looked pretty awesome. They had a full house for that. This place gets packed up. Really cool to see a lot of upgrades going on here. This is a far ways around, a lot further than I thought. Yeah, we'll go ahead, head back to the pit area, over to the driver's meeting, and we'll be out on track here in about an hour or so. It's 9:15 now. I think practice starts at 10:15. So we'll go ahead, head back to the pit area. It's cool to see upgrades here at the track. New speakers, new conduit. They got their tech building done. It looks like they actually re-sided this one. I don't know what that is. Concession stand maybe? But excited for today. I really like Seekonk Speedway. Hopefully we have a good run. Excited to see what we can do with the car today. Throw some sticker tires on it for practice. Get ready for the qualifying and then the 125 lap feature. Yes, it is a little confusing. It's called the Haunted 100, but it's 125 laps. Also today, which is pretty exciting, I'd like to think, guys, that I am a trend setter. There is a Halloween scheme prize for the best car and the best Halloween scheme on a car throughout all divisions. Maybe some might say, my last video where I said they should have a contest, maybe that set this standard. But Water Whiz, a water park about 40 minutes from here, down the road, right like in what is it, north, I should know where it is, I'm sorry, I don't know where it is, over by Cape Cod. I know that. North Wareham, Mass. Water Whiz, check them out online, waterwiz.com. They're doing a haunted house style fall festival. They have a haunted house at nighttime, and then at 4 o'clock they open up for a fall festival. It's really awesome. I'm trying to get out there next week or so with the family. Check it out. They are presenting the $250 bonus to the best Halloween scheme, so that's pretty cool. We'll see if we could get that win today. But I'm gonna go ahead, head over to the drivers meeting, and then we'll start off today. It's a beautiful day here at Seeking Speedway. Hope a lot of you are coming out to the races today. Let's get to the action. Days after the Seekonk race to talk it over with you guys. I didn't have time to get to the videos during the race event. It was a very fast-paced day on race day. We went out for practice. We were 12th quick. Felt really good in practice. We were tight right off the bat. The track kind of changed from the day before. Battled that, got it adjusted. Last round we went out, we turned a 12th quick time. Pretty happy with how it went. Was excited for the tire scuff. And that's when our day kind of turned for the worse. We misread, I guess, the track itself. It kind of changed yet again. The car was just way too loose on exit, where I was sideways all the way out to the start finish line and still sideways on entry, but had to get the car pointed to get to the corner, and it would then push the nose. So really challenging car for that tire scuff, which put us way behind the 8 ball. Ended up qualifying 30th out of 35 cars. Went out for the Conti, started 6th, top 5 would move on to the main event. And the car was a lot better in this Conti race. We made adjustments to it and everything. We just kept improving on it, which was really good. We were running 3rd at one point. The field kind of backed up. It was side-by-side racing the whole time, tight racing. And the car in the bottom kind of got loose and I think tagged the 19 who was in front of me, who got a little sideways, which then I tagged him as he was sideways and he spun out. I did not mean to do that. I was very disappointed that I got into him. But I think it started a couple rows back because of how Seekonk works when it gets side by side, just like bumper tag on entry. And it just was a chain reaction. We ended up restarting 4th with this. Had a 8-lap run. The car was really good, ran third. We were gonna get in the qualifying position when a caution came out with 1 lap to go. So the restart is for a green to checkered finish. And yeah, it just didn't go too well. The car behind me, who was in 5th, a qualifying position, decided to drive in 4 car lengths deep, I guess, and just dump me. Which, okay, I guess that's not good racing. That's not how you race. But we were both in at the time, and then now, after that, I got spun at the line, didn't qualify, and he was black flagged, so neither of us were in at that time. It was very disappointing because I managed to get in a qualifying position in that Conti and have a decent car, and I was looking forward to the feature with the car we had. Luckily, we ended up getting a provisional, and we started 25th for the main event. Before we get to the feature event, I'd like to give you guys a little update. Head on over to my website, davidroot.com. You can get this hat, Throttle Down hat. There's a couple other shirts on there as well. I'll be uploading some new shirts and new merchandise as the winter goes on. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Almost at 10,000 subscribers, which would be a great milestone for me. And I appreciate everyone that's been following along, coming out to the Speedway, saying hi to me. A lot of you stopped out at Seekonk, and I appreciate that. It was great to talk to you guys and see everyone that's out in that Rhode Island, Massachusetts area. It was good to talk to you guys. Thank you guys for coming out to Seekonk. Now let's head out to the main event, the feature race, the USNE Power 125.
Okay, cars off, be ready, go. Everyone's rolling. 2x2 all the way. Still in there. Still there. Still 2x2, 10 with you. Roll, please. Check up low, keep low. Good job. Yellow low.
There's quite a few early cautions here, and with the choose cone, I kept picking the outside lane. I just felt like the car was just responding very well on the outside, especially when I'd be able to get to someone's right front tire and kind of just pinch them on exit to get them a little free. It helped me drive up off the corner, and I felt like that was the lane to choose. And after a couple restarts, we ended up driving up to 12th. Yes, there were some caution cars, there were some spins, but even still, picking the outside lane, got up to 12th and 13th around the 50 lap mark of this race. We rode there. This was probably the longest green flag run we had of the race, from lap 40 to about 62. And the car was really, really good. We were running in a good spot, consistent in 14th place, 13th, got up to 12th. When the caution came out, and that's when tire strategy, pit strategies came into play.
Spinning in 4, yellow, right on.
That's when we came in to pit for our right front tire. Yeah, I know. Kind of weird I was putting a right front tire on. Generally you think right rear. But all day in practice day, I just felt like the car was driving off the right front, using a lot of the right front. I felt like it was more beneficial to have a new right front tire than it was to have a new right rear.
Someone talked over your car. Tell me what.
same as the first tire we had, and we kind of just were battling it ever since. We lost some positions after the restarts. This is when me picking the outside lane started to hurt us. I think I picked the outside lane 6 out of 7 restarts. Yeah, eventually Alex just started yelling at me to stop picking the outside. I just felt like the car was going really good on the outside lane. It was a fun side-by-side race, the whole race.
Everyone's rolling. 2x2 all the way. Jam it, stop. Get rolling. Clear.
There was another 5 cautions, and we ended up with a 10-lap run to the finish where I restarted 14th and unfortunately fell back to 17th. But with that, we ended up moving forward from our starting position, had a car roll back into the trailer in one piece, which is exciting. And it was a good learning experience at Seekonk, especially with the new setup we had. I unfortunately did not win the Halloween scheme award. Or at least I don't think I did. I don't even know who won. I don't even know if they rewarded it. I think there was one other car. I didn't see any posts about who won it. I just don't think I did. But thank you to everyone that stopped out at Seeking Speedway on Saturday and got to see the Halloween car in person on track. I really enjoy Seeking Speedway. It is a fun little bull ring, 1/3 of a mile, concrete palace they call it. I enjoy going out there. I wish the track was just like a half hour closer, and I'd like to race there a little bit more often. They're doing a lot of improvements out there at Seeking Speedway. It is great to see improvements at speedways. I just enjoy going out to these tracks and seeing all the improvements. It was a fun year racing with the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series. Thank you to Monaco Ford of Glastonbury and Niantic, Connecticut for hosting a great series and for also sponsoring my entire race team. It is an honor to be racing underneath their name. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review at Seekonk Speedway. It was a fun time. Now let's head back to Stafford and get to work on the billboards. Back here at Stafford Speedway with an update to the billboard project while you guys were watching the Seekonk race review. We got the existing billboards down here at the track. I am up here on the lift where the top of the new billboards will be. You can see, oh gosh, do I hate heights. You can see the old poles are still there, but we got the boards themselves down. So that is the existing 12 by 32 bottom, 8 by 32 top. So that means it's about a 25-foot height, board. So we're going to be adding 3 more of those right here all the way down to the existing Napa Auto Parts billboard. And this is going to be what the top of the board will be sitting. And the reason I'm standing here is because as you see behind me, we have our existing platform. This is what I was talking to you guys about. About halfway through the year, Bonza Tufo was up here on this turn 3 platform announcing the race as cars were coming at him. A really unique announcing, broadcasting area. So we don't want to abandon this platform and not be able to call the races from this section. So we're thinking, I don't know if it's possible, but with these big poles going into the ground, wait a second, those poles don't look long enough from up here. That's not my problem. With those poles going into the ground, we're hoping that we could build a platform off the back of the sign where you could climb up this platform, then some stairs up to another platform, where now we could still have the announcer back here in turn 3 announcing the race from this perspective. You can see the front stretch over there, but this was a very unique way to announce the race, and we're hoping we can still do that. So that's why I'm up here in the lift. It's a very different view from over here in turn 3 when the cars are driving at you down the front stretch. Really cool. I've been up here for a couple races. This is not open to the general public. This is for our broadcasting team, production team, and some photographers when they have the correct credentials. So don't come up here when you're at the races. I just want to show you guys some behind the scenes. Let's head down to the ground so I can show you guys some more. Uh-oh. Come on, starter. That's not good. Woo! Cold start, not happy. Really cool day today. Really windy today, so I didn't get to record the actual work on the billboards. I don't even know if you guys will be able to hear me too well with all this wind and engine noise of the lift. Rick, Kaz, and Matt, and a couple others were out here taking down these billboards. We weren't able to save any of the material off of them like I was hoping. Whoa! Back on the ground now. Whew. I really dislike heights. It just doesn't make sense to reuse what maybe will last another year or two before we have to replace it when we're gonna build new. So we unfortunately aren't gonna be able to save anything. Now all we gotta do is pull all these existing poles out of the ground before US&E comes out to auger drill the poles in like you did for this one. So we're gonna be putting up 3 more of these big billboards, the double deckers. These poles are way bigger than the ones that are on the ground over there. That's an update on the first project we have this off season here at Stafford Speedway. Putting up some new billboards for some new sponsors coming in for the 2026 season. Excited to get those done. They're gonna come out really good. Looking forward to it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Gonna keep updating you guys on different projects we have this off season and a couple more fun videos along the way. Thank you guys for watching. Throttle down and see you guys at the races.